Happy Thanksgiving, Fiery 49 fans. Thanksgiving's actually tomorrow, but we're on shift, so we're doing a little filming today. Kind of catch up to speed of what's been going on. Real quick, the next two events we'll be at with Fiery 49, Loretto, Kentucky, Christmas Parade, December 6th, and Versailles, Kentucky, December 7th. We're gonna flip-flop. We're going back to our hometown, born and raised, doing that Christmas parade. We actually had the fire truck in the Loretto parade, so it'll be our first appearance with Fiery 49 in my hometown. Then we'll drive back up to our current hometown of Versailles, Kentucky, and we're gonna have a float behind Fiery 49. We're pulling the Christmas float for Huntertown Elementary again this year. So 2 parades, 2 days, back to back. That'll probably round off events, public events for the year for the fire truck. We're gonna dive into after that, getting the truck tucked away properly for winter and getting that engine that's been sitting in the garage forever assembled, so we can do a swap with that and get this one out. This engine's running fine. The original, we're at about 8,200 miles on the original engine, but the front main seal it's had better days, and we're dropping a lot of oil. So want to get that swapped out. We don't want to run that thing out of oil, especially with the Babbitt bearing splash lube engine that it is. It needs the oil to stay at the proper level for the dippers to hit it and that kind of stuff. But we've had lots of small things in the driveway. I'll pick the camera up here. We got our little panel light. Thanks, Mike. We got our the socket was there, the switch stem was in there, but we didn't have the bulb, and I wasn't sure what actually went on there. So we've got our panel light back, so we can read our very grungy gauges. That'll be something that over the next year or so we'll try to start either taking these out, clean them up, source them. But as we dive into pump repairs, obviously the gauges need a lot of work also. But not a big deal, but it's cool just to have the lights. We'll light it up at the parades. It's a neat thing to kind of show, see what's going on. Little things, but we've got our duck canvas bed cover. You can see, since we didn't have snaps to hold it, I've just used some clamps, but that's a big deal to get that covered up, because actually tomorrow for Thanksgiving, going to be hauling some stuff, and just a little weather protection. Underneath the truck, we've got that that exhaust pipe. Soon will be mounted underneath. Right now, it's just a glass pack under the truck that dumps right under the cab, and that was fine back in the firefighting days and not driving around. But we take fairly long trips, hour or 2 long trips driving the truck, and man, it's a lot of noise in the cab. It just drones. That glass pack is dumping under the cab. So the piece you just saw on the bed, we've had that. We've got a flex coupling on the glass pack, and just doing that and extending that pipe back, the noise in the cab substantially better, made a huge difference. So can't wait to get an actual muffler in, hopefully in the next few days. We've already got everything cut and ready to go in, so once the muffler arrives, we'll stick that in and get things nice and quiet, hopefully. And the last thing, the bane of our existence the past year, we've had to put a few on here now, but wait, right there, see that nice shiny fuel pump down there? That's another new fuel pump. Just added that, got it on yesterday, got the truck running again. The truck never wasn't running, but the second reproduction fuel pump we put on there, that was period correct. It had the glass sight bowl, sediment bowl, and all that. We were trying to maintain the stock look. We're doing the best we can to keep this thing as original looking as possible, but 2 out of 2, after just a few months of running, developed leaks. One of them cracked at the boss. They are it's one of those things you can just hold them in your hand, and you can tell by the weight and the feel of the pot metal and the casting. They're not quality. They're a cheaper made knockoff, which may be fine for something sitting around not getting driven, but going down the road, they didn't hold up. They started leaking. So we went to a more modern style mechanical fuel pump that still fits the 235. Luckily, that engine series was in production for decades, so the fuel pump, it fits everything from the 40s up to the 80s. But that's on there, and hopefully we have better luck, because one, it's actually very inexpensive, but also you can just tell it's better built. So lots of little stuff been going on, but we hope to see you at some Christmas events here in a few weeks. Happy Thanksgiving once again. Take care, stay safe, and we'll catch you soon.